Is there racial equality on Cape Cod? It's a question many are asking, and Cape Cod Voices, a newly formed coalition created by two sisters, is designed to highlight the voices of minorities living on Cape Cod and may be the answer to that question.
Cape Cod Voices is a coalition of people of color and allies seeking to bring Black and Brown voices into the mainstream, support minorities in political and economic spheres, and advocate for students of color in local schools. We think that it's so important to give people of color a platform to speak. Give them this representation, bring them into the mainstream. That's one of our objectives as Cape Cod Voices. And we just really, without that representation, is there really even equality? And so that's something we want to combat.
Recently, Cape Cod Voices hosted their first event called People of Color Speak Up, a listening event, and was held at the Village Green in Hyannis on July 11th.
People of Color Speak Up, a listening event. It will be a platform for minorities on Cape Cod to share their experiences and their stories of individual and systemic racism. People of color, when they do speak out, and it takes so much bravery to do that, people of color are afraid to speak out and the consequences that come with that, because there are many. And even if they do, maybe on their social media or to a friend, they are diminished, their stories, and not believed most of the time. Mm-hmm. And hopefully with having a lot of people from the community of color together in one place, we'll finally have people ready to listen and understand. But it will also be an opportunity for our community to better understand the complexities of racism that exist on Cape Cod and the emotional toll that it has for people of color.
As much as I think this is a great opportunity for listening, I also think it's a great opportunity for people of color to share. I didn't realize before we started this how much solace I would gain from hearing other people's stories. There's definitely this trend I've seen where a lot of us feel like we have to kind of hide the fact that we are of color, and you don't really get to present that. And I think I hope it really brings the community together as well in that respect.
By hosting this event, Cape Cod Voices hopes the community will lobby for change after listening to the racial experiences and stories Cape Cod minorities have faced.
I think one of the main things we're hoping people get from this is that they realize that every person of color, every minority on Cape Cod has a story to tell. We've all been excluded, diminished, and hated because of the color of our skin multiple times growing up on Cape Cod. And it's not just one or two people of color maybe you talk to throughout your life that it happened to. It's all of us that have grown up here. And when people start to realize that, we hope that they will want to initiate change in the community.
For more information, visit facebook.com/Our Cape Voices. For Cape Media News, I'm Emily Tullock.